house, cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch you go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for.
Good evening and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV here live with the Bluegrass Iracing Series trucks at Kansas. Qualifying on the board right now, our quick time so far with, I will answer that in just a second. Our quick time so far on the board is going to be Jonah Colbert, followed by Drew Perot, Cody Vero, Alex Healy, and Wes Wiggin, the top five right now here in qualifying. On the board for tonight is 100 laps here at Kansas. Lap number 40 will be the stage break. Points coming into tonight look like this. Peyton Hubbard leading the way with 2 wins on the season, followed by Bobby Hall Jr., Wes Wiggins, Sean Kastritza, and Alex Healy. Your top 5. We have our timing back up and running there. You can see the times 13 drivers with a time in out on track right now in the 000s. Roger Pierce, we'll see what kind of a time he can put down. Daniel Worthington's going to go 14th quick. Buddy Solly moving himself into 4th quick. You see this. There you see the 99 of Peyton Hubbard, our current points leader. He's had a heck of a season run for him. One of 2 drivers throughout the season so far that has multiple wins on the season. The only other driver to have 2 wins here in the Truck Series is Jonah Colbert. Peyton Hubbard waiting to see what his first time is going down. Dustin Reinstedt will move into 16th quick. Daniel Worthington 9th. Alan Duranka moved his way into 7th. Fernando Takahashi finds himself 12th quick after his second lap. Peyton Hubbard's first lap is speed lap, trying to get up speed, get everything he can out of that truck to move into the second lap. Puts him 18th quick, slowest on the board on his first lap, but that is nothing uncommon to see. The drivers on fast tracks like Kansas, they'll run up towards the high side on their first lap to try to build up as much speed as they can to go into the second lap, a lot like you see at Daytona. But Dustin Reinsettle finds himself moving into fourth quick. Peyton Hubbard on his second lap. He's only going to go 14th quick. Cody Anderson now moves into fourth quick. Jonah Colbert, Drew Parole, Cody Verrill, Cody Anderson, Dustin Reinsettle is now your top 5. On screen now, you got Bobby Hall Jr., Flex Motorsports driver, out on track right now. We'll see what he can put down. His first lap, he went 20th quick with 31.6. Lucas Lyons in 25, he'll jump up to fourth quick. So joining me tonight is going to be Alex Robinson here in a moment. Once he gets his stuff set up and he's ready to rock and roll, he'll be jumping in a booth with me.
It's set. We're set.
It's set. All right. We got Alex on the mic now. Bobby Hall Jr. is going to move himself into 7th quick on his second lap. On screen right now is Aaron Jackson in the 18. Brett Wheeler behind the cameras tonight. Unfortunately, Steve not able to be here. Brett says boo.
Oh, always. So, BJ Duval, you got to catch me up on something here.
Oh, what?
So is this run like NASCAR where you go from trucks to Xfinity to Cup, or can you run all 3?
You can run all 3 if you pay your charter through, but if you get, I believe it is 2 championships in a series, you're no longer able to run that series, and you have to move up to the next. Obviously, there's no place to go beyond Cup, so Cup being the top series. Aaron Jackson's going to move in, do 21st quick. Tyler Evans, 22nd quick. Also on track, we got the 42 of Ed Osborne, the 9 of Barrett Morton, the 81 of Taylor Peacock. Barrett Morton's first lap, he's going to go 24th quick. Aaron Jackson's second lap's going to move him to 21st. On screen right now, you see Barrett Morton in the 9 machine. The Race Graphics, JC Race Graphics number 9. Tyler Evans finds himself with a top 10 qualifying run on his second lap with a 30.82 with a 3-way tie actually, and he's now going to be knocked out of it. Barrett Morton's going to go second quick, 1/100th off of the leader. You can see it there on the timing tower on the left, virtually identical times on the timing tower. Ed Osborne will go 3rd quick in the 42. Taylor Peacock's second lap is going to be good enough for 19th in his number 81. So Alex, first time with the series, 100 laps. Stage break is on lap number 40. I'm gonna let you just throw a name out there. Who you think can pull this one off tonight? I'm gonna let you just throw a name out there. I know you don't know nobody. Just go.
I do know some names.
Oh.
I'm gonna stick with a guy who's run dirt before, and that's Alan Duranko. So we're gonna stick with the dirt guys.
All right, Alan Duranko is a very good talent and always a threat out here for the Bluegrass Truck Series. I'm gonna have to say, I think Ed Osborne's gonna be able to pull it out of his sleeve here tonight. But dirt guys, you want to talk about dirt guys? Let's see. Peyton Hubbard is a dirt guy. Jeremy Vaughn is a dirt guy. He's a street stock guy primarily, if I'm not mistaken. It's okay, Brett. We know that you love your street stocks, but also on track right now we have the 67 of Michael Cole. So 25 cars have a time in. Ronnie Shark, Keith Haney, Roger Pierce, Will Weber, Gary Jaworski, Travis Twitty, Mark Gilbert, Sean Kaiser, and Michael Cole will get a time in. He got his first lap in. That is going to be good enough for 26 quick. And I'm actually going to get my thing up so I can see how much time we have left in qualifying here. About 30 seconds left in qualifying. We'll see if he can get his second lap in
So, BJ, what is our... Do we even know a pit window for tonight?
Whenever they're close to running out of fuel, I have to go with our producer, Brett Wheeler, on this one here. Whenever they're close to running out of fuel. However, I suspect that there's going to be one pit stop in the first stage, and that will be at the stage break, and one pit stop for stage number 2 to finish out the race. That's going to be my guess. We'll find out, though. So it is time for tonight's starting grid. Here in just a moment. Drivers are getting themselves lined up right now. Colbert, Morton, Osborne, Parole, Verrill, your top 5. Here is our starting grid. And I have gone just a little bit blurry, but that is okay. Oh, there we go. Starting on pole here tonight from JC Motorsports in the 31, it's going to be Jonah Colbert. Lineup 2 is outside the All-American Motorsports number 9, Barrett Morton. Okay, row number 2 on the inside in the 42 is going to be Ed Osborne. Lineup 2 is outside. One of the rookies of the series. You can see it by the R after his name in the number 80, Drew Parole. And I'm not sure if
it's good. It's good. It's fixed. We're good.
Okay, all right.
Everything just went black on my TV for a second. So we're back.
Oh.
So starting 5th, it's the 8. That's Cody Verrill. And to the outside, the 25 for JC Motorsports. That's Lucas Lyons.
Row number 40 to the inside from WJ Motorsports in the 17. It's going to be Cody Anderson. Lineup beside him from JC Motorsports. It's the 20 of Dustin Reinsettle.
Row number 5 on the inside, the 994 machine. That's Bobby Hall Jr. for Flex Motorsports. Starting 10th, the 6 of Buddy Saley for Cornerstone.
Row number 6 we got from Flex and YNH Motorsports. It's the 97 of Alex Healy. Lineup 2 is outside Cornerstone Motorsports. Number 77, Tyler Evans.
Starting in the 13th spot, it's going to be Wes Wigan. I'm going to go Wigan.
Wes Wigan.
Thank you. There we go. From Flex Motorsports. Starting 14th, the 4 of Alan Duranco.
Run number 8 to the inside. It's World of Thunder Racing. Number 46, Sean Castretz. Lineup 2 is outside. Flex Motorsports. Number 113, Daniel Worthington.
Starting 17th in the 2 for Next Level Racing. That's Jeremy Vaughn. To the outside, starting 18th, the 13 of Brian Terry.
We'll give us a quick rundown through the rest of the field. I believe we're getting set to go green. It's going to be Taylor Peacock in 19th, 20th, Peyton Hubbard 21st, Fernando Takahashi 22nd is Justin Holt. And I just went blurry again, but it's going to be Ron Morris Jr. Then Devin Scroggins' pace car is off. We're just going to go ahead and roll with the rest of the field. You can see it on screen. Side by side start for Barrett Morton, Jonah Colbert. Good start for Colbert. Stick right there to the outside of Devin Scroggins. As they head down into turn number 1. We'll see the inside line's going to have the power, the momentum. And Jonah Colbert's going to move up in front of Barrett Morton and shut the door. Morton's going to look back to the inside, down the back straightaway into turn number 3.
And it's interesting to see already side-by-side action here. If you drift up the track, we all know you're burning tires here, but you see guys using everywhere on the racetrack so far here, trying to find where the fast part is. As it's interesting to watch this.
That it most definitely is. You can usually point out the drivers that you expect to burn their tires up right now. Side by side for the race lead as Colbert and Morton continue to battle it out. But right now for that 4th and 5th spot is the 8 of Cody Verrill and Ed Osborne to his outside. Osborne has to get out of the gas through turns 3 and 4 right there and back off of it, giving the spot over to Cody Verrill. The top, looks like about top 8 right now, single filed out. A little bit of a hornet's nest going on behind those guys, being led by Bobby Hall Jr. at the moment.
And you see the guys finding their spot there to come down low, because if you're up top there, it's more of a risk of burning off those tires. So now they found their groove, the top 8, top 10 on file in the bottom there. But like you said, side-by-side action still going mid-pack there. I think tire wear is going to factor within 30 laps.
There you see battle on screen. That's between a 97 of Alex Healy and Cody Anderson on his inside in the 17. Alex Healy going to have the momentum around the outside. This is an easy track to see multiple groups, see drivers running up high. It's very, very fast track. It's one of the fastest tracks on the circuit. No restrictor plate here. So very easy to see drivers getting in the draft, making multiple lanes of racing. We're seeing it right here as Alex Healy now gets stuck behind another side-by-side battle. Not going to move to the inside of Cody. No, I'm not sure who that was. Drew Parole, I believe it was. And if we could get a quick reset on the screen share, get a lot of pixelation out of it.
Yeah, Duval, you're a rookie. This is nothing new here. Come on, just go with the punches here. You should be able to see.
Yeah.
But again, you said about drafting, and you see how if you're out of the draft up top there, it's going to cost you 3 to 4 positions there. As some of these guys making moves here, talking about Roger Pierce, he's up 10 spots to 17. Just finding that bottom groove and getting in the draft is what he's doing.
Yeah, that he most definitely is. He says 000 on timing and scoring, but it looks like number 27 on the truck right there. He's just staying quiet and patient, working his way through the field. He's definitely looking to be a threat here tonight. Now up 12 spots as we head down into turns number 1 and 2. No, sorry, that was 1 and 2. So down the back straightaway, he's sticking to that inside. He's just trying to follow the truck, trying to find his way forward. He's following that number 2, Jeremy Vaughn, right now. One of the dirt guys. It's done quite well for him so far this season, trying his hand on the asphalt side by side right now for Roger Pierce as we look off the back of Jeremy Vaughn at this battle. Pierce, he's just making it work on that inside, just digging. He's not taking names here tonight. He's just rolling.
And you see right from this view, gets the draft, gets the run, and on that bottom side, the draft is strong. The top side, there's not enough guys to help with the draft, and that's where they're losing spots here. But up front, they're still pretty much single file throughout. Not many movers, but that mid-pack through the field the rest of the way, they're going 2 by 2 still, trying to find some draft help, trying to find some teammates to help them out here, and I think that's what's going to pay dividend here if it stays clean the whole race.
Yeah, teammates is a big factor for fast racing like this, getting together and getting grouped up. Cody Verrill right now battle for second on the outside of Jonah Colbert there to the inside. Barrett Morton is taking over the race lead as they battle side by side down into turn number 3. Good run going for Cody Verrill out there. It's been surprising to see that how strong the side draft is working for him. As now he's going to go take a shot for the race lead on Barrett Morton. Was scored in the race lead down on turn number 3, the shorter way around the track for Barrett Morton does not prevail. I'm surprised to see that. Cody Verrill has got it rolling around the outside. As we take a look on board and swing the camera around, look at this by himself. He's got nobody behind him, nobody pushing. He is making it work right now.
And you look behind, Colbert and Lyons, they're not even really helping that 9 machine of Morton. They are just sitting back looking for spots. You see from this angle right here, they are looking for a spot to try and squeeze through. And it's going to be interesting to see as my Discord just crashed for a second.
But right now, the battle now going for that second spot. I think Barrett Morton might have wore the tires out, working his way up to the front, pushing the truck hard early on as Jonah Colbert's going to look to his inside and retake that second position. You know, he's going to be hungry for that race lead. Not sure what it was that cost him the race lead. He's going to try to find his way around Cody Verrill, but Verrill's got so much momentum around that high side right now. He's going to be difficult to get by. And looking back through the field behind them, Bobby Hall Jr. has made his way into the side of the top 5 in that number 94 machine. He is always a threat out here, especially, you know, I'm just going to say it. I think it's because he's got the UDTV on the back of the truck.
And you always say, I do agree with that one. I do agree with that
Bobby
one.
Bobby Hall Jr.
So there we see Bobby Hall Jr. We're going to see here.
Go look at the deck. Going up. Ooh.
Oh, different camera. We get a good inside. I'll give credit where credit is due. I like the inside look of the car here.
Yeah, iRacing has definitely done a good job giving us full detail, and believe it or not, I've seen some in VR. There's actually some detail up underneath the dash. If you're in VR, you kind of look down and look up underneath the dash. You got to do some camera magic to do so, but it does work. And as our camera guy is working his way around right now, checking the entire car out. Bobby Hall Jr. moves his way into that fourth spot, works his way past Barrett Morton. Morton now starting to drop like a rock. He's either in conservation mode or his tires are burnt. You see Verrill right there on the outside. Not Verrill, Morton right there on the outside, starting to fall back in that JC Race Graphics number 9 right there. Now he's going to take a look, cross back over. Barrett Morton is something we see a lot in dirt. You see a driver slide to the top side, somebody ducks back underneath. Look at the camera work today. All the we'll call them remote control cameras moving around inside the truck, outside the truck, checking everything. I've given you all the different angles out here tonight.
But BJ, while we're talking about all these different drivers, talk about Roger Pierce up to 11th, 16 spots, and again, he's been quiet. He's sitting there, running the bottom side, just getting in the draft and holding the draft. And you see he's still holding the bottom there, just getting in with draft partners. And you see how many cars he's passed already. That's only 17 laps in.
Yeah, he's almost the lap per car, up 16 spots, 17 laps in the race. He's working extremely quick, and you see his teammate of Cody Anderson right there behind him in the 17. Two identical trucks right there. Both of those drivers looking to get everything they possibly can out of this race. Anderson, though, he's going to be back 5 spots since the start of this race. But Pierce, 1 spot out of a top 10, as you mentioned, doing just an incredible job. And World of Thunder Racing driver lined up in front of Anderson, now behind Roger Pierce. As Pierce does, in fact, move his way inside the top 10. That truck is on rails right now.
And the real question is, you see Cody Anderson with Pierce the whole time. The real question is, did Cody Anderson drop back to be with his teammate here and help them both work their way through the field? Because that's what it looks like here. Because now Anderson gets by some cars and they're right with each other again.
And 3 drivers actually already bringing it down pit road. Will Weber, he's been on pit road for over 2 minutes now. Troubles on that number 19, Ronnie Shirk in a 51, and Will Weber in the 1 machine taking the early pit stops here tonight. Will Weber on pit road right now, taking only fuel. So this is going to be a short pit. Looks like these guys are not going to have enough fuel to make it the entire distance to the stage. So look forward to seeing everybody come down pit road, as we are now almost halfway down. Next time by will be halfway to go to the end of the stage. And then caution flag will fly for the stage break as we continue to watch Cody Anderson right now in that 11th position, lined up behind his teammate. These two now starting to try to work their way back forward. Sean Kostritza gave up a top 10 position. Now looking at Jonah Colbert on screen as he continues to try to chase down Cody Verrill. The front guys continuing to stay calm out there on the track, taking their time, not taking any chances. And Cody Verrill way up high, looked like he got into the wall up there just a little bit. It's going to open the door for Jonah Colbert to the inside.
And one driver that dropped back far there, Barrett Morton. Remember, he was battling up front there. Now he's back to the 5th spot, but he's still competitive lap times with your front guys, as you see Verrill is now into pit road. It looks like a handful of cars are going to hit pit road here. So 21 laps in here, and now we're hitting pit road. So pit strategies are key in this one here, as it looks like over half the field going to hit pit road that time by.
A lot of drivers, the likes of Jonah Colbert, front runner Cody Verrill, front runner Ed Osborne, Justin Ryan, still Alex Healy, Cody Anderson, Jeremy Vaughn, Tyler Evans, Peyton Hubbard, Fernando Takahashi, Ron Morris Jr., Roger Pierce, Ron Morris Jr., and Mark Gilbert. A lot of drivers down pit road. The 113 calling out pit stop. That is Daniel Worthington. World of Thunder driver Sean Kostritz in the 46. He goes down pit road. Our top 5 right now with the pit cycle. It's going to be the 25 Lucas Lyons, Bobby Hall Jr., Drew Parole, Sean Kaiser, Michael Cole. But Lucas Lyons calls on a pit stop. He'll be coming down this time. Looks as though Bobby Hall Jr. might be following him as well.
So it looks like almost everyone in the field had the same idea here of pitting around lap number 20, lap number 23. And what you say, stage break was what, 40?
Stage break was on lap 40. Right now, the only drivers that have yet to, the only driver that has yet to come down pit road is the 67 of Michael Cole. You see him down on the apron right now. Looks like he's maybe missed pit road entrance. That's definitely something to be looking at here. That 67 is slow on the apron right now, working his way around the track. That's going to be very detrimental to that driver there, trying to pick up spots later on, as he's going to lose a ton just making his way back around to pit road. But Barrett Morton, scratch that, Bobby Hall Jr., the first car in, back out on the track. He is going to be cycled in as the race leader when they hit the stripe. Lucas Lyons, Barrett Morton in third, Jonah Colbert in fourth.
Because actually, it looks like Morton probably will be cycled as the race leader, and he is. So now Barrett Morton back where he was, and that's up front, as now he is your top guy on the field. Colbert, Hall, Lyons, and Osborne, your top five here, and caution flag waves. So the interesting thing for Cole was, with him missing the pit, did he push it too far to begin with, and was he running out of gas by the time he could get back to pit road?
That is definitely a good question as we look to see if we can get an instant replay here. Fernando Takahashi takes it pit side here under caution. I wonder if he was part of it. Now, stage break is on lap number 40, so this is just a caution. Looks though.
Who ran out of gas? And who ran out of gas?
Down on the inside. Does appear Michael Cole ran out of fuel. I'm going to wait to see if I can get a call from race control on this one here to tell us exactly what it was. Fernando Takahashi, when the caution came out, did take it down pit road for 55 seconds.
I'm pretty sure it's Cole there.
Does look as though the caution is going to be for Michael Cole. Trying to roll it to the pit road, just was not able to make it. Yeah, still on pit road. Michael Cole is still on pit road. Alex Healy's going to bring it down for a second time here in the race. He's going to come down for, looks like, some repairs on the car. A lot of drivers seem to be taking some extra time on pit road. I was not expecting to see. Here's an interesting fact for you, Alex. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers, it looks like, took 2 tires. More drivers than I think I've ever seen in a single race taking 2 tires. Everybody else taking either just fuel or taking 4 tires. The likes of Jeremy Vaughn back in 22nd took 4 tires. Keith Haney behind him, and Aaron Jackson as well. Those drivers taking 4 tires, but quite a lot of drivers, looks like, based on the times, looks as though they took a 2 tire stop. It's not something commonly seen.
2 tires, probably 2 right side tires, and I have a feeling that most of the guys that took them are guys that were pushing it hard up top, wore their tires down by pushing it up the track way too hard, and that's where those tires came in. But also could be a strategy of now they have 2 fresh right tires, and that might gain them some speed here, especially now with the caution out. That might help them. But I think with gas now, and they went in at what, 21 to 23. Stage breaks 40.
20.
I'd say we'd probably see another 2 pit stops maybe before the end of this, excluding the stage break.
Well, we'll see 1 on the stage break. I think everybody's going to go to the stage break with the exception of maybe Taylor Peacock, unless he does some crazy saving moves. He's pitted on lap 16. Took an early pit stop. Unless we see some crazy moves from these guys on fuel saving, I expect to see everybody go to the stage break. And then, yeah, I'd say probably 2 more stops after the stage break. So, yeah, I'd say you're probably going to be correct on that. These drivers have 4 sets of tires. I'm taking 2 right side tires. They're now down to 2 sets remaining on the right side. Because you get 1 at the start of the race, and then you have 3 in the pits. So, they've got 2 sets of tires left on the right side, or whichever side they took them. Some drivers might have thrown a Hail Mary at it and took left side tires. I don't know why they would, but that is always a possibility. They might have a different strategy, different mindset than those of us that run dirt primarily. But it looks like the lights are out on the pace car. Front row is going to be Barrett Morton, Jonah Colbert. Row number 2, Lucas Lyons, Bobby Hall Jr. Row number 3, Roger Pierce up 22 spots, and Ed Osborne beside of him. Pace car makes its way now down the back straightaway. Everybody's working their way through in the back of the pack, trying to get lined up where they're supposed to be. And one driver really surprised me not to see him up here. It's going to be the 99 of Peyton Hubbard. Right now in that 17th position.
BJ Duvall.
The pack around Brett yelling at me.
You know that stuff's darn it, that stuff's contagious, BJ.
Oh, I'm sorry, okay?
At least mute your mic when you do it.
I was in the middle of a sentence when I had to yawn. But green flag drops. Barrett Morton takes us back to the green. Good start for Barrett Morton. He's going to have right about a truck and a half on turn. Lucas Lyons running in third right now. Roger Pierce and Bobby Hall Jr. side by side. Scratch it. That's going to be Bobby Hall Jr. and Lucas Lyons. Now Roger Pierce takes a look to the inside of Bobby Hall Jr. Seems like earlier run on tires when the tires are cold to the inside line on entry, the outside line on exit is as would be expected. You know, you got the runs done on the inside. It's the shorter way around the track. Coming off the corner, you're going to have the momentum in your favor if you're running that outside line.
It is interesting here, guys, on the bottom side. Again, drafting is... I don't think you'll see it the rest of the week as much as you see it in trucks because of the speed difference between trucks to the Xfinity cars to the monster car. You know, it's a big difference going on in speed-wise there. But I'm being told that apparently I don't know what I'm doing. But
well, I believe he started to say Monster Energy Cup cars. I believe that's what he started to say.
Sorry. Correction. How they call it now, it's Monster Energy Next Gen Cup cars.
Nah, they're cup cars. I'm with Brett on this one. Almost 3 wide coming out of turn number 4. Running side by side right now is Dustin Rhinestone to the outside. Daniel Worthington to the inside. Worthington's going to slide in front of Rhinestone. Will contact the rear bumper. Worthington's going to hold on to it. Rhinestone backs off of it. The 18's going to move his way by both of them. 3 wide now down into turn number 1. They're going to settle it back down. Tyler Evans, Sean Kaiser. These guys all starting to sort things out. 3 wide once again as they come across the stripe. That's going to be Drew Perot all the way on the end.
Okay.
Action all over the place. Contact sending Drew Perot up into the wall. Take a look at the 18. Look at the run the 8 car has coming flying in there. Cody Verrill, one of the front runners earlier in this race, just absolutely shot out of the cannon right there. He is currently a lap down right now, trying to work his way back around. Looks like everybody from 19th place on back, I believe, might be a lap down.
EJ, I blame you so much. You started yawning, and now I'm yawning. I don't like this.
I yawned one time.
Yeah, and that's contagious. Thank you very much, BJ Duvall.
I am actually showing 29th on back on iRacing scoring. So interesting that two different scorings are showing two different things. I'm not real sure what is going on there with that one, but 29th on back is currently a lap down, so still 28 drivers on the lead lap. And Alex is currently mad at me, but Tyler Evans on screen right now. Tyler, the Weapon Evans from Cornerstone Motorsports. Meanwhile, battle going on for that 7th position. Aaron Jackson, the outside of West Wigan. Jackson dives to the inside. Almost looked like he got loose. What a hard cut he took to the inside to get to the inside of Sean Kostritza. Kostritza's going to fight back on the outside, but he's not going to have the momentum.
I question sometimes. This is getting sketchy here, especially coming to a stage break. I am not surprised. But talk about guys that played into the strategies here tonight. Only, driving to the bottom, running well. Guys like Roger Pierce up 21 spots. Keith Haney up 20 spots. Those two guys are moving through this field, making it look pretty much easy for them, especially pit strategies, holding the bottom side. And that's two things that Kansas is known for. If you stay in the draft and you pit timely, you can win races.
Yeah, that you definitely can. See a lot of drivers here in the Bluegrass Series pull off a win. It didn't look like they even were going to be there, but at the end, just suddenly they were there. And it is still anybody's game at any point in time throughout an asphalt race, much more than what you'd see in a dirt race with pit stops being such a big factor of top 5 right now. Barrett Morton, Jonah Colbert, Bobby Hall Jr., Aaron Jackson, and Lucas Lyons. Aaron Jackson up 21 spots to find himself in that 4th spot. The next biggest mover on track is going to be Keith Haney, up 24 spots in that 7th position. He is, in fact, the biggest mover of the race. What a run he is having.
These guys are making moves where it matters most, especially, white flag going to come out this time?
No, white flag will come out when the leader hits the stripe for lap number 40. That will be the white flag. So at the end of lap 40 is the stage.
So, yeah, this time, white flag will come out this time.
Yes.
That's what I said.
Yeah. But white flag is in the air right now for Barrett Morton. Aaron Jackson found his way all the way up into that 2nd position, just absolutely blazing right now in that number 18. He is one of the drivers that took 4 fresh tires, and we're seeing the benefit of doing so. It's just 2 more turns for Barrett Jackson to take the stage checkered flag. And coming out of turn number 4, the yellow checkered will wave on the stage. Barrett Morton will win stage number 1, followed by Aaron Jackson, Jonah Colbert, Bobby Hall Jr., Keith Haney, Lucas Lyons, Jeremy Vaughn, Roger Pierce, Brian Terry, and Alan Duranco is your current top 10 at the end of the stage. Barrett Morton going to come home with that all-important bonus playoff point, as well as 10 points on the regular season, going down by 1 point per position, down to 10th, with Alan Duranco receiving 1 point. So what a run by these guys. What a run by Aaron Jackson. Holy cow, flying through the field up 23 spots to find his way into that 2nd spot. And Keith Haney, the biggest mover of the race, found himself inside the top 5 with 26 positions.
BJ, you confuse me sometimes, but right? I'm glad my producer's following me on that one. I mean, first you said Barrett. First you said Barrett Jackson. I thought I was watching the car auction, and I got really excited. But then I realized we're still in Kansas. So thanks, BJ, for that.
Did I say Barrett Jackson? Barrett and Jackson, maybe?
Yes,
Barrett
we're
Morton
talking about
leading the race. Aaron Jackson in 2nd. There you go.
So I was like, Barrett Jackson, car auction? Let's go. I have fun with that. But no.
Are you saying you don't have fun with racing?
No, it's really fun.
Oh, he's ignoring that one, Brett.
How I answer phone calls when I get called in the middle of broadcasting, I go, Ultimate Dirt TV Asphalt Service, how may I help you?
There you go. There you go. Barrett Morton going to lead everybody down pit road for the majority of the field's 2nd pit stop here. Some drivers a lap down going to stay out, get the free pass, and get back on the lead lap. But everybody else coming down pit road, it looks like I'm not seeing anybody trying to stay out, pull any kind of Hail Mary on this one here. Expect to see 4 tires on everybody's trucks and a full tank of fuel, or at least full as they can go. I believe they run 50%. Jason, if you're listening, can I get a confirmation on that, whether or not it's 50% fuel? I believe it is.
I'm going to go with yes, it's 50% because of took 20 laps for them to run out of fuel. We're going to go 50% on that one. Again, so let's see here. When we go back to the green flag, I expect like lap 65, close to lap 70, and then it's going to be one of those you got to hope for a caution, because if not, pit strategy comes into play big time. Because you have about 30 laps left with a 20-some lap window of fuel.
I think if it were me, I would go 65-85 on 85. Make sure that I take 4 fresh tires, regardless of what kind of sacrifice I may or may not have to make earlier lap. 60 or 85. Take 4 fresh tires and have 4 tires on the truck to the end of the race, and have that opportunity to do what we saw Aaron Jackson do, but good pit stop for Bobby Hall Jr. to find his way into that second position ahead of Aaron Jackson. That's what I did.
Did Cody Verrill miss pit road the first time? Because he's back in pit road again. So I want to know, did he have a penalty, or what's going on with that 8 machine? Nope, he's back in his pit stall. So
that is definitely a good question. I don't believe Cody Verrill actually came down the first time, as he was a lap down, I believe. So I think he stayed out, maybe possibly taking a later pit stop to have that 1 extra lap of fuel in that number 8 machine. There's a lot of different possibilities to come into play for these guys. A lot of different strategies that we wouldn't think of as dirt guys, but these guys do, and it works out for a lot of them. Alex Haley in the 97 also down pit road. Last season had a pretty decent season for himself. Found himself up towards the front quite a bit. This season's been a little bit more of a struggle. Not had the season that he's been looking for. And, I'm just going to be honest. I'm just going to call it. I think it's because he doesn't have the Ass Blaster 9000 on it.
I'm just going to leave that one at that.
Google it. It's a real thing.
Travis Twitty now in pit road here. So, interesting developments here. Now, because it looks like he was on pit road before. So I want to know if he's just trying to get some damage fixed here and sacrifice a few positions to get that damage fixed before they go back to the green flag.
Well, it is definitely a possibility, but based on the amount of time that he was on pit road, he's only on pit road for about 5 seconds, just a little under 5 seconds. Let's say he just took the time to go ahead and top that tank off as they're getting ready to come back to green. A lot of drivers like to do that when they go 1 to green. They'll come down, they'll top off the fuel, come back out and restart to rear the field and have that just a hair extra fuel to work on strategy. But pace car looking to make that hard left-hand turn down pit road. This time out of turn number 4, Barrett Morton chooses the outside on this restart. You see Bobby Hall Jr. hanging back just about a half a truck on the inside, so he's got a nice, good, clear view of Barrett Morton as Morton takes the jump on the restart. Pace car now down pit road. Look for that Geico restart zone there. You see it marked by blue. Fire anytime, and green flag is out. Barrett Morton, look at the start that he has. Jonah Colbert giving him an excellent push off the start.
So here we go. Let's see how they go. You see a few guys ducking to the bottom side before they get into the turn here. I guarantee there's some side-by-side going on in the mid-pack again while these guys try and get a line figured out. But the first few laps are always the ones that seem to burn up tires very quickly. Once you get in a rhythm, it's simple. But if you do not get in that rhythm by that first lap, you're going to burn up tires very quickly here. As you see, the top 3 starting to pull away already, and they are running a consistent lines. There you see Aaron Jackson in the 18, not Barrett Jackson, Aaron Jackson.
So you're doing it too. And
I didn't
as
do
the
it. I was
top
saying it's
three,
not Barrett Jackson.
well, as the top three pull away and everybody now starts to single file out inside the top 6, we have problems for Taylor Peacock. Had issues on the start, not sure what was going on there, but he's calling out, telling everybody go to his inside and go by him. Now he's looking to bring it down pit road. Little connection issues for Jeremy Vaughn back towards the back, but our top 5 right now is Barrett Morton, Bobby Hall Jr., Jonah Colbert, Lucas Lyons, and Keith Haney. You see the battle on screen right now with Aaron Jackson starting to fall back. Keith Haney up 26 spots inside the top 5. Roger Pierce 21 spots makes his way into the top 6. You see the 78 right there made his way in front of that side-by-side battle right there for that number 7 spot.
And one thing to take notice, you see times are going through here. Some of these guys are only hitting their fastest times now. We're midway through this race next lap. We're midway through. We already hit the stage break. And now these guys are finally hitting their best strides. So it's a question of, did they burn up their tires in that first stage there and it cost them time? Because now they're hitting that 30-second bracket that we haven't seen since the start of this race. And even, some like second, third, and fourth, they're hitting 31 times. And there are guys hitting 30-second brackets still. So it's a question of clean air, how they're driving, and they found that groove early.
Well, Alex, I want to hit you with some facts here that I've learned from the dirt side. The track has got rubber on it now. Just like what we'd normally see on the dirt side, that tends to slow you down a lot on the iRacing side. When the track is rubbered up on iRacing, when it starts getting slick, it slows you down. Well, here on the asphalt side, when the track starts to take rubber, gets a little heated and everything. Ooh, and big checkup for the 27 of Roger Pierce. He's going to have to back off and let Barrett Morton continue on. He's going to open the door for Jonah Colbert around the outside of him. But back to what I was saying, you get a little rubber laid down. The track starts to cool off as we go into the night. A lot of different factors coming into play, but that allows these guys to start picking up speed, get a little bit faster once they got fresh rubber underneath their cars. But look at this battle on screen. Roger Pearson, that number 27 to the inside of Jonah Colbert. That truck is absolutely on the move. That little checkup that he had didn't seem to hurt him too much. He's got that inside line absolutely digging right now. I believe he has found something that nobody else on track has.
You see,
Hey, I said something on the track.
oh boy, guys trying to find something still here as, I got nothing after listening to my producer in my ear. I got nothing. BJ, go do something. I'm done.
Hey, I just talked for 3 straight laps. It's your turn.
We only got me at a loss of words right now.
But side by side with Lucas Lyons and Roger Pierce, Jonah Colbert got the position. Now he's going to move to the inside. That opens the door for Lucas Lyons on the outside. This battle right now on screen is for that 4th position. Here comes Sean Kaiser looking to make it a 4-truck battle for position. And look to the inside of Sean Kaiser. That's a 78 of Keith Haney wanting to stick his hat back in the mix.
Moves going on here for position battles. And again, we always talk, for some reason it's weird, calling dirt, we don't talk about tires much. Asphalt, I feel like it's one of those things you got to talk about a lot, because the moment you burn up those tires, you're done. Sayonara, you're done. But now battle for the lead there. You see Bobby Hall Jr. as he goes up top there, and now he might lose 1, if not 2 more spots here, because here comes Colbert, here comes Pierce, almost a 3-wide battle, and 94 machine, oh boy.
And drivers are... there's so many things I want to say to that statement, Brett.
Nope.
But battle going back for that lead once again. Bobby Hall Jr. at that little checkup. Those guys for second have gone quarter to quarter, fighting for that position. Now Bobby Hall Jr. wants to go back after the race lead. Now that he's got his momentum built back up to the outside of Barrett Morton. Now Barrett Morton, we saw it earlier. He burned his tires up, started losing pace at the end of the stage. Is he doing it again right here? Is Bobby Hall Jr. starting to make it look easier on the outside of Barrett Morton, taking the race lead. It is Bobby Hall Jr. at the stripe. Roger Pierce up high. He's letting a lot of drivers by, way off pace up around the outside. There goes Sean. And that is the World of Thunder Racing driver of Sean Kostritza making his way around him right there. Brett getting excited with seeing his logo right on the inside.
Our producer is like, he is very excited right now. I don't know why he's that excited. I mean, there's still half a race to go, but our producer is very excited to see his logo within the top 10 there. But Roger Pierce there, you remember he was up in the top 5 there, battling for the lead pretty much at one point, and now back almost outside the top 10 there. As you see the 94 machine of Bobby Hall Jr., he's back up on that 9 machine of Barrett Morton. But let's see, does Morton have a draft partner coming here to help him get away from Bobby Hall?
That is definitely a possibility, but Jonah Colbert's been running that inside line with him for several laps. Here comes Lucas Lyons running outside of him. And look, I just want to point out the fact you're looking at the UDTV logo on Sean Kostritza, and look at Bobby Hall Jr. as he's currently scored as the race leaders. They roll down the back straightaway. Bobby Hall Jr. also runs that UDTV logo. See, that should tell everybody out that the UDTV logo gives you 5 more horsepower. See?
That's false because I still don't win races. But sure, we'll go with that here.
Yeah, driver error. You got the 5 extra horsepower, driver error. Right there.
There it is. Now you got them all excited again here. But what, Brett Wheeler, your car just got passed again. Barrett Morton to the inside here. So that battle for the race lead continues on here at 31 of Colbert. He's just going to watch this as we are getting very close and very personal with each other right now.
As Brett says, how you doing? Bobby Hall Jr. and Barrett Morton saying hello to each other right there, very nearly making contact, but they're going to hang on to it. Bobby Hall Jr. once again going to lead another lap. He's now clear. He's going to move down into the preferred line, but actually he seems to prefer that higher line as he's going to leave it open for Barrett Morton. Barrett Morton just not quite able to have the speed. Look at how close that is coming up right there for Barrett Morton to Bobby Hall Jr.'s back bumper.
Morton there got the draft. As look to see here what he does here. He's going to go to the bottom here, and you see a lot of guys on that low line with draft help, but Bobby Hall Jr. looking sharp up top here. Must have saved his tires. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to preach tire wear because that's just what I do.
Well, one thing that if I'm remembering correctly, if I've learned correctly from one of our asphalt guys over at my team, it's that running up higher wears the outside tires less, as it puts less pressure on them. Running to the inside, you're turning sharper, it's leaning the truck over on them harder, it's wearing your right front a lot more. So the outside line should wear your right rear more. If I'm remembering correctly from what I was taught by one of our drivers over at Team Outlaw, if I'm remembering correctly. But now Barrett Morton with a huge run on the inside of Bobby Hall Jr. That outside line might not be where he wants to be at the moment. He's up there all by himself. Drivers starting to get close to each other. Pit stops. Now looking to be other way. Barrett Morton calls out a pit stop. 25 pitting. 44 calls out his pit stop. A lot of drivers coming down pit road. Morton, Colbert, Kaiser, Lyons, Jazorski calling out. They're coming down pit road. Our top 5 now is going to be Bobby Hall Jr., Alan DeRonco, Keith Haney, Roger Pierce, and Daniel Worthington. You see on screen right now, Keith Haney currently up 28 spots in that 3rd position right now.
Man, before they started the pits, we got tight. We got very tight there for a little bit. But now the matter of Alan DeRonco's in 2nd. I am happy right now. Even if it's for a few laps, Alan DeRonco is in 2nd, and I'm going to be happy about this. Good point. No one did ask Mr. Producer, but I have a feeling that Wheeler is going to sit there and tell me every time I ask him who does he think is going to win, he's going to tell me the first guy to pass the checkered flag.
Well, all right. But, you know, if I'm going to be honest, I don't even remember who my pick was to win the race, but Sean What? Okay.
Pretty sure it was the points leader is who you said.
Yeah, Peyton Hubbard. But it might have been. But Ed Osborne, Sean Stritzel, Wes Wiggin, Peyton Hubbard, Aaron Jackson, all down pit road. Bobby Hall Jr. still continuing to lead the race. Alan Duranka, Bobby Hall Jr. now coming down pit road. Keith Haynes going to take over the race lead. Oh, no troubles for Alan Duranka. Hard let it inside wall. Woo! Definitely a hashtag blame Alex on that one. Can we get a hashtag blame Alex in the chat? Come on, let's start this trend back up. I'm with Brett on this one. Let's start the trend back up. But unfortunate for Alan Duranka, tried to get in there quickly, came across the nose of Bobby Hall Jr. I hope for Bobby Hall Jr. that didn't give him any damages. He was having one heck of a race going for him. There's your hashtag blame Alex on the screen now. But Bobby Hall Jr. is having a heck of a race. I hope that didn't hurt him any. And 97 of Alex Healy looking to take over the race lead, but no, he's just gone out his pit stop. He'll be heading down pit road. There's Travis Twitty looking to take a lap back after he's made his pit stop, if I'm not mistaken, coming around the outside of him. Wes Wiggin there. He's currently running in 19th position, work his way forward. Gary Jazorski right there. He's been quiet tonight in his number 44. And there's Sean Stritz. He's already made his pit stop and back out. You see him just absolutely ripping around the track right there, trying to get positions back, trying to make up some ground. Bobby Hall Jr. up ahead of him by right about 2.5, 3 seconds. It looks like. Now that we changed it, everything's caught back up. It looks like right about a second ahead of him is the race leader, Bobby Hall Jr. Jonah Colbert is your current race leader up ahead of them. Actually, Jonah Colbert took one of the earlier pit stops and it worked out in his favor. He pitted on lap 64, it looks like Jonah Colbert did.
So now Colbert is back where he started. Have the tables have turned. Colbert and Morton started on the front row. Now they're both sitting where they started in first and second. But then you have Sean Kaiser, who's up 25 spots. You look back, 28, 21 spots gained from 5th and 6th. So, oh yeah, and Haney plus 20. He's about to come up for that 10th spot there. So, BJ, there's been some passing going on here.
There has been a lot of passing. The pit strategy really showing where it's at. You know, it's only a couple laps difference, but it really made all the difference for some of these drivers out there. Sean Kaiser actually closing the gap on Barrett Morton. Barrett Morton closing the gap on Jonah Colbert. These three right about a truck length to a truck length and a half between each one of them now. So still anyone's game's 30 laps to go when they hit the stripe right now for Jonah Colbert. But he's about to be under some heavy pressure from Barrett Morton. Look at the speed down the front straightaway for Barrett Morton coming up to the back bumper of Jonah Colbert. That's where the draft really comes into play. You saw it right there. Jonah Colbert was able to pull back away, carrying more momentum through turns 1 and 2. But Lucas Lyons or Sean Kaiser all over his back bumper. And Steve or Brett, if I'm not mistaken, you can probably confirm this. Isn't Sean Kaiser also a dirt guy from the sprint car side?
I know there's a Ross Kaiser.
Because if I remember, there's what?
There's a Ross Kaiser.
I feel like Sean Kaiser. Oh, well, Brett Wheeler's going to do some investigation and confirm that for me. I didn't want to say it earlier in the season when I didn't have somebody that
Why do you have to
could confirm it for me. So I'm gonna let Brett confirm.
that is. BJ, it is all your fault. Now Brett's yawning. I'm yawning. This is all your fault. You
I
had
don't
to
know. It
start
still says
yawning.
hashtag blame Alex on screen. I'm blaming Alex. Says Sean Kaiser does not run oval. Okay, so I was wrong.
So you're
It is
confused.
not Sean Kaiser. Woo! One's in the
Hello.
one. Who was that we just went by there? Mark Gilbert. Hard up into the outside wall. Who's going to bring that number 12 machine down pit road? And I'm surprised to see, pleasantly surprised, but we've had a caution-free race all but the stage break.
No. You're false, BJ. I will call your bluff there. We did have a caution because Michael Cole ran out of gas.
You're all right. You're all right. I forgot about that.
The dirt. There's a blame BJ. Thank you, because man, BJ, the dirt guy pays more attention to an asphalt race than the asphalt guy does. Man.
Well, did you just call me an asphalt guy? I am offended. Asphalt is meant for getting to the track. Asphalt is. Yeah, that one hurt.
You've covered this the whole season. This is my first race.
That doesn't make me an asphalt guy. That just makes me a guy that talks to a microphone.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh. Well, on that note, I'm just gonna take a backseat, Alex, and call the last 25 laps.
Yeah, I just talk in a microphone too, and I tell you I'm not good, but yet I'm still calling races everywhere else. Oh, man, BJ, look where we are.
I try not to call races, but still out
Neither
front.
do I. Cheers.
Over 25 laps to go. Barrett Morton second, Sean Kaiser third, Lucas Lyons fourth, Gary Jazorski fifth. Top 5 has not changed for a little while. Gary Jazorski in fifth. Battle on screen right now between Daniel Worthington and Ed Osborne. Worthington taking a look to the inside of the number 42 machine. Worthington's going to have preferred line to line with the shortest way around the track. But look, lurking just off the right of your screen right there, that was Sean Kostritza. He's looking to make his way back forward here tonight and try to go after something. He's had a pretty decent season since I believe it's fourth in points. We'll actually double check that. And he wants more out of it here tonight.
And BJ, I'm gonna put $20 on that. We're gonna see pit stops around, I would say, lap 15. About 15 laps to go. I would say you have to pit, because if you wait later than that, your race might be done.
I'm gonna say we're gonna see pit stops this time by.
I wouldn't go that far.
I will. Just wait. I'll go that far.
Gutsy call by BJ Duval.
And Will Weber is now down pit road in his number 1 machine. There you see Gary Jazorski on screen right now, running in that 5th spot. Alex Healy looking to catch up to him and put a battle for that top 5 position. But 2 drivers down pit road is going to be Michael Cole. Actually, Michael Cole may have parked for the night, not sure. But more pit stops being called out, looking to come down pit road. What? What's going on here?
Is BJ Duval having problems? I don't know, but
A little bit. No, it's Alex's fault. I never had this problem when Alex isn't here.
oh, apparently that's how that works. But
But we got it all sorted
Colbert,
out.
Morton, Kaiser, Lyons, Jazorski, those guys hitting the pit road. So BJ Duval, you were wrong though, my friend, because it wasn't that time by. It was 2 times by.
It was so that time by because Will Weber came down.
Okay, 1 car came down that time by.
It's still a pit stop on that lap, is it not, Brick? Am I right? Yes, I'm right.
For once, BJ is right. But pit times. So Aaron Jackson goes 7-second pit time, so I'm intrigued here. Did he take just 2 tires and fuel? And will it hold is the real question of it all.
Well, who are we looking at there? Which one?
Just in pits. Aaron Jackson, that guy.
Oh, Aaron Jackson. Aaron Jackson has a 7-second pit stop. That means he took only fuel on his pit stop drivers yet to pit. Bobby Hall Jr., Daniel Worthington, Ed Osborne, Sean Stritz, Keith Haney, Tyler Evans, Buddy Solly, Wes Wiggin, Drew Parole, Peyton Hubbard, Roger Pierce, Ron Morris Jr., Brian Terry, Cody Anderson, Alex Healy, those guys have yet to pit for this pit cycle. Several more drivers calling out their pit stop, though, looking to come down pit road. Everybody from 16th on back has already gotten their pit stop. The 42 of Ed Osborne now on pit road. There's Aaron Jackson trying to work his way around. He goes to the outside of the 27 of Roger Pierce. Roger Pierce on fresh tires, though. He's going to find himself in that 7th position. I don't feel like the 18 made the right call. I don't feel like Aaron Jackson made the right call with only a 7-second pit stop. I think he's going to be in a dangerous zone here.
Again, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. We're going to see. I don't know what's going to happen here, actually. But I told you, lap 15, if they don't pit by lap 15, they're in for a world of hurt because with 15 to go, if you don't pit before then, you're under 15 laps to try and work your way from 15th up to a top 10. It's going to be fun to watch if there's not no caution, because there goes Kostritza now in.
That is very true, and I want to go ahead and point one thing out as we're down to 15 laps to go right now. The fastest truck on track, riding right now in that 12th position, Lucas Lyons. The last time by set the fastest lap of the race with a 30.78. That time when he hit the stripe, just 30.81, just barely slower than the fastest lap of the race that he set the lap prior. So he is absolutely flying right now in that truck and trying to look to make his way back through the field. Coming down pit road to 113 of Alan Duranco. Sliding into pit road, locked his tires up, pulling as close as he possibly can. But right now, Keith Haney, up 29 spots, found his way into that 2nd position. Bobby Hall Jr., Keith Haney still yet to come down pit road.
So now, BJ, again, it's now under 15 to go. They did not pit yet. And it says a lot of the guys that did pit are now a lap down, especially, now that they took at least 2 tires, if not 4 tires. So it's going to be interesting here. Those guys are going to have to work their way back to the lead lap here. And it's all of it dependent of now who gets, as there you see now your leader hits pit road, Bobby Hall Jr. hits pit road. So now it's going to be interesting to watch the final 10 laps as we get down to it here. Because Hall, Haney, and Terry still need to pit, and when will they pit is the real question.
Brian Terry just called out his pit stop, but Bobby Hall Jr., I expect to see him run to the end of his fuel, come down pit road, and it sounded like he just called out his pit stop. I expect to see him come down and take fuel only, take a very short pit with only 11 laps to go. Once he comes back out of pit road, he might still have a shot at staying up in the front. Keith Haney's going to continue to stay out. Jonah Colbert right now 33 seconds back. Bobby Hall Jr. still has a shot at getting down pit road as fast as possible, get his fuel, get back on the track, and possibly still manage to stay up towards the front. Keith Haney now is going to make is right now in his pit stop. He does take fuel only. We'll see if he can make it back on the track. He's on his way out, watching to see if he comes past Bobby Hall Jr. Jonah Corbett catching very, very quickly. He's now down to 5 seconds to go. No. Bobby Hall Jr., his truck's going to go up. It took him 18 seconds to make that pit stop. That means he got a penalty going down pit road. I'd say probably.
No, it did not. No, it did not.
It's an 18.6 second pit stop.
I think he took all 4 tires.
A 4-tire stop only takes 15 seconds on average. So an 18-second stop, that would include a penalty. My guess would be for speeding on pit road. We did see the left sides go up, but Jonah Corbert's going to resume the race lead, being chased down right now by Sean Kaiser, up 26 spots. Look, Kaiser right with the back bumper lap. Traffic coming into play. That's going to be Brian Terry in front of them. All over the back bumper of Brian Terry and all over Colbert's back bumper is Sean Kaiser. Colbert able to pull ahead to about a truck length lead over Kaiser now.
And now, I think for guys like Bobby Hall Jr., the only way to save this race for them is a caution. And with how far they're spread out, it's going to be interesting to see if that even happens. But right now, Colbert, back where he started up front. But talk about a whirlwind of a night for that 31 machine. Went from the front to the back up front, went pit, had to work his way back up to the front again here. But now this is where it matters the most. Has to stay up front for just 8 more laps when we get to the start-finish line.
And he's done a fantastic job throughout the night at tire conservation and able to maintain pace for a long period of time. Sean Kaiser has been like a heat-seeking missile flying through that field. We look a little further back, the World of Thunder Esports driver Sean Kostritza right there in a 46. He is currently scored. Where's he at? He's currently scored in that 8th position, following Tyler Evans in 7th, and the lap down truck, the 9 of Barrett Morton. What a turnaround for Barrett Morton's night, and not the kind of turnaround he would have liked to have seen. Started on the front row, now sits further back, but Tyler Evans, he's more of a quieter driver in the series, but this season he's really been finding his way up towards the front, having good runs. Right now sitting in that 7th position, and holy cow, just look at the time. Looking further back in the field in 11th position, Bobby Hall Jr. just set once again the fastest lap of the race by about a 10th from the previous fastest lap of the race.
Bobby Hall Jr. making moves here, trying to work his way at least to a top 10. Laps are winding down, those 6 to go here. And the real question is, Hall being 13 seconds behind your race leader here, and at least another 10 seconds behind your top 5 just about. Can he get his way to a top 5 finish? Find out. 5 laps to go next time by. Colbert still out in front. Kaiser, Lyons, Jaworski, and Worthington, your top 5.
Yeah, what a fantastic race, and Bobby Hall Jr. is absolutely flying right now. Conservation mode is gone. We look on screen to battle for that 7th position. Kostritza to the inside of Tyler Evans. He's going to have to back out of it. Nearly slid up into the quarter panel of Tyler Evans. That could have been disastrous right there, but he's going to make the smart move, back off of it, give the position back to Tyler Evans. Just 4 laps remaining now for Jonah Colbert up in the front, though. Still under pressure from Sean Kaiser.
And Bobby Hall Jr., he sliced off a second there between him and the race leader, but again, laps are ticking down here. For Worthington in the 5th spot, he's 5 seconds behind, but he's closing in here, and so is the rest of your field in that top 5. They're closing in on your race leader, but the question is going to be, can they get there, and who has the better tires in the end of this race? Remember, guys, pit stops were about, as all your top 4 all stopped on lap 80, so they all have about the same, but who used their equipment too early in this one? 3 laps to go. Colbert, Lyons, Kaiser, your top 3.
And caution flag is gonna wave. Alex?
I didn't do it. But
hashtag blame Alex. Everybody throw it in the chat.
The curse lives to asphalt. I love it.
Holy cow. Hashtag blame Alex. And I kid you not, every single time I've ever been on call with Alex Robinson, there has been a green, white checkered. Doesn't matter what class, what track, whatever you call it, what division, dirt, road course. I don't think we've ever called it a road course, but I bet we'd end up with a green, white checker on a road course, even though they don't usually throw cautions. That's how serious the Alex Robinson curse of green, white checkers is.
It's not even just with you. Don't even kid yourself. Steve McMillan's dealt with the curse. Brett Wheeler's dealt with the curse more than anyone else has. Yeah,
this is true. But the 19 of Justin Holt getting into the wall, bringing his truck to a stop, brings the caution out here tonight. Our top 5 right now sits Jonah Colbert, Lucas Lyons, Sean Kaiser, Gary Jaworski, and Daniel Worthington. And back in 9th, Bobby Hall Jr., probably one of the biggest threats on track right now. He's got the freshest tires on track and was absolutely flying before this caution comes out with a green-white checkered from ninth. Does he have a shot at it?
Just cue the Jaws music. Just cue it.
Da-dun, da-dun,
The shark is in the water.
da-dun, 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 da-dun. That's my favorite part. But I believe our producer had to step away for just a moment.
What gives you that
Unable
slight
to
indication?
Well, he didn't answer my message, and holy cow, my whole computer has decided to start lagging on me.
That's fine. I have timing and scoring. I'll just wing it.
That's good. But green, white, checkered on the board. Yeah, this is not good circumstances right now.
BJ.
My iRacing is getting 20 frames per second. This is going to be interesting.
I'm gonna make it sound so entertaining, like it's for $4,000 to win one race, especially with a green white checker. Those are my favorite things to do.
Right? But green, white, checkered on the board. Colbert, Lyons, Kaiser, Jaworski, Worthington, Osborne, Evans, Kastritza, Hall, Solly, your top 10 as we look to come back to green. Doesn't look like anybody in the top 10 is going to come down pit road. It is all track position right now. Mind you, these guys are only getting about 20-25 laps on their pit stops. They're already at the 20 lap mark right now, Alex. They're in the danger zone on fuel. These guys have got to be shutting their trucks down.
Look, I'm waiting for it. Bobby Hull's going to freaking finish in the top 3, and I'm going to have to swallow my pride that man waited till under 15 to go to pit, and he's going to finish on the podium, and I'm going to have to swallow everything that I said about that.
Bobby Hull Jr. pitted on lap number 89, so with 11 laps to go when he came out of pit road. Did he know something we didn't know about pit stops, about cautions?
He must have got the memo that there's usually a green-white checkered when we do this.
Well, I mean, he does have UDTV on the car, so I'm gonna take that as a sign that he, I'm just gonna say I think it's a sign that he's a fan of UDTV. So I'm gonna say yes. But
Is he a fan of UDTV or Brett Wheeler?
Yeah, that's a good question. Lights got on the pace car. Everybody doubled back up. Colbert, Lyons on the front row, and still not really sure where our producer has gone.
I heard that yawn.
Oh?
I heard a yawn somewhere. I don't know where. Is the pace car off yet?
Not really sure. Unfortunately, I had to exit the lobby.
Oh, no, great. I'm gonna do this.
No, I'm watching Brett's screen share, and I'm watching timing and scoring.
Look, we're gonna make this sound like we are watching a battle for the race lead, even though we're just watching timing and scoring.
The green flag is out for Jonah Colbert. Lucas Lyons sticking right there with him. Side by side throughout the field. Now everybody going after just 2 laps remaining here in this race. Kaiser's going to move to the inside of Lucas. Lyons is going to take over that second spot. Lyons is going to fight back. Lyons currently scored in second. Now as they head down into turn number 3, the momentum on the outside line just dominant for Lucas Lyons as they come across stripe. White flag is flying for Jonah Colbert.
Lyons there, as you see on the screen. Bobby Hull Jr.
Ooh.
Contact. There are cars going everywhere in the back of the pack here as more contact happens. But Colbert out in front here, as it's Colbert, it's Lyons, it's Kaiser. More contact, as I think that was Barrett there. But now Colbert It looks like he's going to take home unless there's a magical move. The gap is there, but I think Colbert is going to win the race. So Jonah Colbert wins. Lucas Lyons in second. Daniel Worthington in third. Sean Kaiser and Gary Jaworski. That is your top five. Roger Pierce, Wes Wigan. Wigan. That word. Buddy Saley. I'm going to butcher Drew's. I'm going to butcher the next two, so go ahead.
Drew Parole, Sean Kastritza, Travis Twitty, as we continue to await our official results. But Jonah Colbert, what a fantastic job he did. Started on pole, won the race. He's going to bring it down for celebrations. Now, there is your official results on screen now. And coming home with a race win, it's going to be Jonah Colbert, Lucas Lyons in second, Daniel Worthington third, Sean Kaiser, Gary Jaworski running at your top five. It's going to be Roger Pierce, Wes Wigan, Buddy Sully, Drew Parole, Sean Kastritza, your top 10, Travis Twitty, Ron Morris Jr., Peyton Hubbard, Tyler Evans, Brian Terry, your top 15, Aaron Jackson, Ed Osborne, your top 17. Go ahead, Alex. That was half the field.
Okay, thank you.
34 starters.
Cody Farrell, 18th. Bobby Hall Jr., 19th. Keith Haney, 20th. Cody Anderson in 21st. Alex Healy. Jeremy Vaughn. Dustin Reinstedel.
Yep.
Fernando Takahashi. Alan Durango, Will Weber, Barrett Morton, Devin Scroggins. Thank you. Justin Holt, Mark Gilbert, Ronnie Shirk, Michael Cole, and Taylor Peacock. Your 34 cars.
Trucks. But yeah, we'll accept that.
Listen here. I don't want to hear it from you.
And coming home with the race win, Jonah Colbert. Man, what a fantastic job you did in that number 31 machine. Started out in a race lead, back and forth through the field, it seemed like, and coming home tonight with the strategy to beat, with the truck to beat, coming home with a race win. Tell us a little bit about the race from your perspective.
It was a pretty clean race for the most part. Didn't really have any incidents. Everybody was racing really respectful. It's probably one of the cleanest and best races we've had of the season just throughout the field. So shout out to literally everyone in the field for just, being good sports and racing each other good and clean. So that was fun. Clean air was king. So I kind of knew that coming in, but I lost the lead early in the race and got behind those guys, and it just made the truck really, really tight. So from moving forward on that point, I was determined to make sure to try and get out to clean air again and try to hold on to it no matter what it took, because all that dirty air was just dumping on our nose, and it was causing my teammates to get real tight behind me, and they were burning their tires up faster than me, just trying to keep up. So for me, it was just try to get into the pits as hot as possible and get out as hot as possible, and that was the difference in the race tonight. So.
And definitely worked out for you. Go ahead and thank your sponsors. Shout out to everybody who make it possible for you to come home with a race win here.
Give a shout out to JC Motorsports. Those four guys over there that run with me. Sean Kaiser, Lucas Lyons, Dustin. I mean, there's a bunch of them. Drawing the blank right now. Shout out to Barabbas Homeless Outreach. It's our sponsor, our new title sponsor moving forward. It's for a good cause. So check them out on Facebook. They could use donations, clothing, things like that. They work with the homeless here in the community. And shout out to Jason Collins. I know he's been kind of under the weather the past few days, so prayers for him. Hopefully he gets feeling better, and I appreciate you guys broadcasting this series.
And that was your race winner. Congratulations again on your race win. And I believe Alex has caught up with our second place finisher of Lucas Lyons.
And coming home in the second spot, Lucas Lyons. And talk about that race there. It was, pit strategy, of course, is always king in this one. But it looked like the draft played a lot of dividends. And that bottom side was kind of tough to beat there for most of the race.
Yeah, man, I just want to first off say that our team worked great together. Once we had 4 trucks in a line, we came up with the strategy. We were like, hey, look, this is exactly what we're going to do all race long. That's what we did. I was really expecting that top to come in later on in the race, but because that's where I feel most comfortable here, but it never did. So I just kind of stayed in line with everybody. I was completely expecting to come home third, and if it went green, then that caution came out. But man, I got to give it to Jonah, dude. I mean, I gave him everything I had in turn 3 and 4. I didn't want to go up any more than I did, so I let off. Ultimately giving him the win, but I don't want to wreck a teammate for the win. It just doesn't feel right.
We'll take some time and thank everyone here who supported you for tonight and throughout this season.
First off, I want to say thanks to JC Motorsports, man. We've had ups and downs all season long. Jonah, Barrett, Dustin, Sean, and Jonah. I mean, we have a hell of a team. I want to thank Fungus, which is one of my buddies, for watching. My dad, if he watched, my Twitch, and my mom, her mortgage loan of honor. But man, also great job to everybody in the field tonight. Almost going green the whole way. It was a lot of fun. That was for sure.
Well, that is your second place finisher of Lucas Lines. BJ,
And coming home in third here tonight in the 113. Stayed somewhat quiet throughout the night, found himself in a few battles, and at the end of the race, found himself up there towards the front when it mattered the most. Found yourself in that third spot. Tell us a little bit about your night from your perspective.
Yeah, it was a good night, boys. Good night. About time I'm up here talking to you guys.
It definitely has been a while. You know, you started back in that 16th position. You worked your way through the field. You did it quietly, kept the truck clean. Very few cautions throughout the night. What was the strategy call? What was it that helped you get up towards the front?
Just tire. Saved some tires. Saved tires, and me and Bobby there at the end, we were on this almost the same strategy, and he had a little mishap there in his pit. But yeah, I think I stayed out probably about 4 laps longer than all the leaders, and as long as we didn't have a caution, you know, right away I knew I could run them down. But then the caution came out there, and I was like, I might have a chance to win this. But I think about another 2 laps, I think I would have had it. But man, I'm going to take a third after this race.
And go ahead and thank your sponsor, shoutouts. That would have made it possible for you to get up there.
Yeah, I got to thank Team Flex. There's a handful of us. Alex, Alan, you know, Bobby, Wes, Justin. You know, we put a lot of time in this thing and race a lot on this, and a lot of, you know, time away from the family. So yeah, I got to thank them. I got to thank Jason for putting this whole league on. You guys broadcasting. I think I got some family members watching. They watch every week. Grandma, my aunt, they look forward to it. So they're probably pretty excited. Got to thank Trevor for this wrap, and let's keep it rolling. I mean, we missed the race at the beginning of the season, but we got to keep this ball rolling. Get up there in points.
Absolutely. Congratulations on your third place finish. Alrighty, and that will conclude tonight's broadcast. I'm BJ Duvall, along with Alex Robinson, Brett Wheeler behind the cameras. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Same place, same time, different car. Xfinity cars coming tomorrow night to Kansas Motor Speedway. We'll see everybody there. Good night.